Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to identify that whether the person will become very good teacher or very good professor or lecturer or not. Okay, that is whether he will make a very good career in professor, teaching sector or not. Okay, so or even lecturer. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention it in my below comment section. Okay, so let's begin. So mainly, in order to know that whether the person will become a successful teacher or not, okay, that is, he will make a very good teacher or a professor or even a lecturer or not in his career. So you need to check these three steps, okay, which I am going to tell you in all the career series. I am going to teach you a very easy method, that is only 3-step method, okay, where you will get to know whether the person will become successful in his particular career or not. Okay, so keep watching. So mainly the first step is the houses, which house signifies the teaching profession and all. Okay, now the second step is the planets which signifies career as teaching profession, okay, or even the professor or even the lecturers. Okay, those are same. Now next, the third step is the combination of step 1 and step 2, okay, which gives you step 3. So these are that is the houses and their lords and even the planets connected to it. Okay, so these are the 3 easy steps that I am going to teach you now. Okay, now coming to step 1. Okay, mainly in step 1 you need to check the condition of houses. Houses plays a major important role for a person becoming a teacher. Okay, so the main important house is the first house, that is you yourself. Okay, your personality, your characteristics, your attitude and everything, that is dependent on your first house and even first house lord, how it is placed. Okay, that shows the interest towards particular area, your first house lord, where it is placed. And next important this one house is the second house. Why second house? Second house shows your source of income, where you are getting from source of income, whether you are getting source of income through fields like engineering fields, doctor, teacher, like that. It shows mainly the second house. Okay, and second house lord also. Okay, the planets placed in the second house and second house lord. Okay, so the next important house is the this one. What is that? Ninth house or ninth house lord. Okay, why ninth house or ninth house lord is very important. See, ninth house represents your religion, your dharma, your fortune. Okay, and it's also represent your guru, teacher. Okay, so these are represented by the ninth house and ninth house lord. So if ninth house and ninth house lord is very well placed in your horoscope or birth chart, that shows that you will become very good teacher. It may be any kind of teacher, like spiritual teacher or religious teacher, so it depends. Okay, now next important house is the 10th house. Okay, why 10th house? See, 10th house represents, it's a house of your career. It's very important for a person in order to succeed in his career. Okay, and 10th house lord shows interest towards your career, where it will be. So these 10th house lord should be very well placed in order to get success in career. Okay, so these are the things you need to know whether the person will become successful in career in profession like teacher, professor or even lecturer. Okay, so the second step, the step 2 is that you need to mainly see the planets which signifies teaching profession. Okay, now the most important planet here is the planet Jupiter. Why Jupiter is very important? See, Jupiter represents teaching teacher. Okay, it represents guru. Okay, so mainly if in a person's horoscope or birth chart, if Jupiter is very well placed, that is in an exalted sign, mool trikona sign, friendly sign, or even in own sign, that too in the kendras, trikonas, or even second or 11th house, that represents you will be very good at teaching sides. Okay, that means you can become very good teacher. Okay, you can be very good guru also. So these kind of things are represented by Jupiter. Jupiter also represents signifies money, finance and everything. You will be very good at handling financial things and all. Okay, so these kind of things are represented by a planet Jupiter. Now the second important planet is Mercury. Why Mercury is very important in order to become a successful teacher or professor? See, Mercury represents your intelligence. In order to be a professor, you need to have a very good intelligence. Okay, like solving maths. Okay, solving maths problem. So for maths teacher who are teaching mathematics, so their Mercury will be very strong in their birth chart or horoscope, and even Jupiter also will somehow be connected to very strong in their birth chart or horoscope. Okay, so the third important planet is Saturn. Why Saturn is very important? See, Saturn represents very mass. Okay, Saturn represents service to other people. So your teaching represent you are servicing your children, that is the students. Okay, you are giving teaching, you are teaching in a mass way. Okay, it can be 60 students, it can be 100 students, it can be 120 students, so that depends. So that is represented by Saturn. Okay, if your Saturn is good, you can handle any number of students. If 1,000 number of students also come, you can handle it very easily. So this is represented by planet Saturn. So Saturn should be very well placed in your birth chart and horoscope also in order to handle the students. Okay, so these are the two steps that you need to know whether the person will become successful in career as a teacher or not. Okay, and the third step is that combination of step 1 and step 2. Okay, so the step 1 is that houses, the step 2 houses and the lords, the step 2 is the planets. Okay, that signifies the teaching profession, and the step 3 is the combination of step 1 and step 2. Now coming to combination, you need to check whether the Jupiter and Mercury and even Saturn, if they are sitting in the first house, second house, and even fifth house, ninth house. Sorry, I forgot to tell fifth house. Fifth house is also most important thing, most important planet. Sorry, most important house. Okay, for becoming teacher, because these are Trikona houses. Okay, so fifth house, ninth house, and even 11th house. Okay, sometimes even 8th house and third house is also very important. So these kind of things that represents the person will become a successful, because these are the different combinations that represent person will become a successful as a teacher or not. Okay, now next another important combination are the houses and the lords. Okay, lords of their houses. When 10th house lord is connected to first house, or first house lord is connected to 10th house, 10th house lord are connected to second house lord connected to 10th house, somewhere or the other, like aspect, conjunction or anything, and 10th house lord is connected to 11th house lord connected to 10th house. Okay, so this 10th house lord connected to 9th house lord connected to 10th house, and Jupiter is connected to 10th house. Jupiter is in the 10th house, Mercury is in the 10th house. Okay, Mercury is aspect in the 10th house lord or 10th house, Jupiter is aspect in the 10th house lord or 10th house. Okay, so these kind of things represent powerful combination in order to show the person will become successful at career in teaching or not. Okay, so these are the different combination that I have been told you. So I will repeat once again. So in the step 1, you need to check the houses and the lords. That is the most important houses are the first house, the second house, that is the source of income. First house represent you yourself, your interest towards particular areas of life, and second house and lord to shows the source of income where you are getting from. The next important thing is the fifth house, which shows intelligence, house of intelligence, whether you have very good intelligence or particular skills or not. Now next important house is the ninth house, which shows it's already house of gurus. Okay, fortune, luck and everything. Next important house is the 10th house and 10th house lord. It is the house of your career. Okay, it shows interest towards your career. 11th house shows gains from the career or gains from particular thing what you are doing, and it shows your desire also. Okay, your passion and everything. 11th house and 11th house lord. It shows even wishes also. Okay, and another important houses are third house and 8th house, and even 6th house also very important. I forgot to tell why 6th house. 6th house represents as a house of service. Okay, whether you are giving service or not. So these kind of things represented by 6th house. Okay, if you want to do business, teaching like consultancy business, or through media you are teaching, your 7th house should be very strong and your third house should be very strong. Why third house? Third house represent medias and all. 7th house represent through mass scale, connecting with other people. So even the third house and 7th house lord should be very strong in your person's horoscope or birth chart. Okay, the next second step is the coming to planets. Okay, which planets represent signifies teaching. So Jupiter is the main important planet which represents teaching. Next important planet is Mercury. Okay, then another next important planet is planet Saturn. So why Jupiter? Jupiter represents a guru, so it represents teacher and all. Okay, so it also represents, even you can teach astrology and all. Okay, if your Jupiter is very good. And Mercury, so Mercury, if you want to become a mathematics professor, mathematics teacher, or even programming, very good at programming skills and all. Okay, you want to become a computer science teacher, so your Mercury should be very well placed. Okay, in your horoscope, that is exalted, own sign, mool trikona sign, or even in a friendly sign, that too in the kendras or trikonas. And it represents your communication skills will be very good. So in order to become teacher, your communication should be very good. Okay, you need to understand students. Okay, how you are teaching, whether the students will be understanding your teaching or not. So these are the things represented by Mercury. And the next important planet is Saturn. Why Saturn? Saturn represents service. Okay, service giving to large mass, in a mass scale. Okay, so like if you are teaching for a student like 120 students, 200 students, that is represented by Saturn. So if Saturn is very well placed in your birth chart or horoscope, that represents that you will teach in a mass scale. Okay, so where you can control a huge number of students in a like this jiffy manner. Okay, so these kind of things are represented by Saturn. So coming to step 3, the combinations of step 1 and step 2. So if 10th house lord is connected to first house, 10th house lord connected to second house, 10th house lord connected to third house, 6th house, 10th house not connected, 9th house, 7th house, 11th house, that represent you will be very good at these types of profession like teaching and all. Okay, professor. Okay, so if Jupiter is placed in the second house, first house, okay, Jupiter placed in the 10th house, or Jupiter aspecting these houses, first house, second house, 10th house, or even Jupiter in the third house, 8th house, 5th house, 9th house, 11th house, that represent, or even in 7th house, so Jupiter in the 7th house, that represent you will be very good at teaching profession. You will be having very good teaching skills. Okay, even Mercury also connected to these houses, or your 10th lord is connected with Jupiter, 10th lord connected with Mercury, 10th lord being Jupiter, 10th lord being Mercury, like Sagittarius sign in the 10th house, Pisces sign in the 10th house. Okay, even you can become very good spiritual teacher, like yoga teacher, meditation teacher, okay, running the classes and all. So these are the important combination which makes a person very good successful at teaching sectors. Okay, so in order to know that whether the person will become very good teaching in private sector or government sector, for government sector your sun should be very strong. In order to go to government school, government college and teach it, your sun should be connected to Jupiter with the 10th house lord, like that. Then it shows you will be very good at teaching in government teaching sectors and all, government colleges, government schools. In order to know private, so other than sun, Mercury, Jupiter, it should be very strong. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted to tell you, whether the person will become, how to identify that whether the person will become successful at teaching sectors or not. So okay guys, so this is it for today. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below, or else I'll see you in the next video. So thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.